Guys, welcome to Bridgeton Investment. So today a lot of companies reported good earning, starting with SBI to Adani Enterprises. So let's get started with the SBI. SBI ahead of its Q2, it has made constant new all-time high. This SBI is one of my favorite stocks. Which is a blue chip I like, which I it's one of my favorite blue chip companies. First of all, India's banking sector is very good. It's at a new, it's a very progressing stage. Uh, Considering with RBI repo cuts, a lot of I heard there was a lot of increase of loans, you know. So what happened in its Q2? How SBI did? State Bank of India announces financial results for the quarter ended September 30, showcasing for strong profitability, improved asset quality. The bank's business has crossed a significant milestone while maintaining healthy growth against key segment. SBI reported a net Bank reported a net profit of 20,160 crores for FY26, registered a growth of 9.9 compared to 18,031. So the profitability is very good profitability is very good for SBI. And from this I'll just give a gist. I'm not going to read the whole thing. One thing what I read from this is profit is obviously good compared to year, but quarter to quarter it didn't report. And thing is, there was a lot of new the AUM as well increased, and as well apart from the AUL, their loan business. Personally, I like SBI loan facilities. They're very transparent. They do they give an assurance to the customers that we'll take care of the entire process. You just take care of the deal. So that is why SBI's loan is. I think that is why I'm invested in this company because of SBI loan segment. They were one of the good loan segment of the company after HDFC. And apart from SBI, Adani Enterprises reported its Q2. You know, and I want to be honest with y'all. Adani, for it's a heavily debt-ridden company. You know, he has a thing. All of his acquisitions flop. He takes on acquiring companies. Acquiring their customer base. So it is not wise to be invested in for the long term. I always see every year. I always see something bad related to Adani. You know, I am not, and when there is so much news following around Adani, it's not wise for me to invest in it for the long term. Entire Adani company is strictly backed by this one government, political influence, and debt. Guy just takes on debt to acquire companies, which half of them fail. He does killer acquisition and truth and those things. So that's why I'm not invested in an Adani. What happened? BJP dominance fall. I am starting to see a bit of a BJP dominance fall a bit. It is good for long term. It always reports good quarter to quarter, good results quarter to quarter. This company is a machine, but what it does to take become that machine is what it takes on debt. It strongly politically backed, and I am straying away from all the Adani company. However, I would be interested in Adani Ports. you know Adani Ports did represent a good Q2 FY26. It raised its profit to 27% to 3,109 crore revenue jump is a very good result. Adani on Tuesday reported a consolidated. Let's open Adani ports. Uh, Adani ports. Yes. Sorry. No, this is a machine, but look at the debt to equity. This company it always takes on debt, and however, for the long term, I would be interested in buying this company, buying the stock, not the company. Sorry, but I want it at a better deal. I'm simply not gonna invest in this overbought level. I would be interested in around this one, sub 1,000 rupees. That's the level I would be interested in, because Adani Ports is, I think, one of the best businesses of Adani. It has a very good moat advantage, but there are always bad news following around. I don't want to say it, but I came to know something bad about Adani Ports, and I don't want to say it, okay? Uh, this would put me in danger. So, yeah, and uh, that's it from me about Adani. And key earnings tomorrow is going to be Suzlon is going to report his earning, one of our meme stock. I'll upload a video after this about doing a little bit of fundamental analysis of Suzlon Energy. One of my dad earlier invested in Suzlon Energy. He bought it at 200 bucks. And it crashed a lot. So yeah, and tomorrow Sun Pharma uh, is uh, reporting its earning tomorrow, so I would be interested in that. So we are almost at the end of uh, blue chip companies reporting its Q2. Uh, so we now a lot of micro cap companies will start reporting its Q2, and especially Mercksons and Grovel and Whale is starting to report its Q2. It compared to its weekly performance is starting to look good. It looks like my analysis would be correct, and Grovel and Whale is also reporting. This is another one of my investments which I'm going to be which I'm interested in. I just show you it in the holding. Yeah, I'm back to at losses with the Crowell and Whale because there's I think yesterday when I checked the news, yesterday when I read this ahead of its Q2, it crashed about 2% yesterday. And then I said, I'm not going to be buying anymore in this stock. I'll wait for a better entry price. There's some bad news uh, surrounding it. But however, I am keeping this for long term. So that's it from me. Please like the video, subscribe, and I see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.